believe it is. It looks like it's working. Hey everybody, I'm Chuck. You might know me from other things, but now that we're all trapped inside and jobless, which I guess is my thing, I thought I would do some of what the kids like to do and stream some video games, and I wanted to do something kind of, I don't know, unique to me. So what I'm going to do here is play through specific Atari 2600 games that I had when I was a kid. And maybe I'll have some personal stories about them. I'm not going to play the ones I've never played before or ones that I came to late. So yeah, just going to play some of these cartridges. This is the Atari Flashback Classics Volume 1 for the Xbox One. Your all-encompassing hub for TV and video games. So, yeah, okay, let's just do this. Let's just play video games like the kids say. Alright, so this is the first page of Atari games in this collection. And we're going to start with 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. 3D Tic-Tac-Toe is not a good game. This seems to be in the middle of a game, so let's go to that right there. Reset this game, and we're off. Okay, so this is Tic-Tac-Toe, but with 4 grids, 4x4 grids, and there are multiple ways to do this. Okay. This would always trip me up as a kid because I would not be able to think in multiple dimensions like the computer is doing right now, but I think I see what it's doing, so block it there. Now it's also trying to do that. Now I'm just going to lose. So technically I'd never owned this game. A friend of mine up the street had it, and he was a little older than I was and a hell of a lot smarter than I was, and so he understood this game a lot. So, you know, we would go to his house and play games, or, you know, eventually later when people got sick of their cartridges, they would just say, here, borrow this forever. Yeah, so basically you got to get 4 in a row, and you can do it any number of ways. And I'm going to assume that the computer knows what I'm doing. Whoops, I fucked that up. Damn, okay. Can't do that. There. Made a pattern. So he's gonna try that one. I know this is a thrilling explosion of sound and music. Hey, Mackie's in the chat. Let's see what Mackie has to say here. No, Mega Mania is an Activision game. You can play that in Call of Duty World War II. And that's not a joke. You can play old Atari games in Call of Duty World War II. Further confusing the kids, thinking that the troops in the Great One were playing Atari games. Oh, I lost. Somehow. Yeah, see, that's what happens, is that you think you know what you're doing, but then you're not looking 4-dimensionally, and you end up losing. Anyway, that's 3D Tic-Tac-Toe. It kind of sucks. Like I said, I didn't own it. A friend of mine had it. He was smart. I wasn't. So, then we go to Air Sea Battle. Air Sea Battle is a loud, obnoxious video game. The sounds it makes are, by today's standards, excruciating. Just imagine a house filled with these sounds and parents having to tolerate it. But, yeah, so... Alright. God damn it. Is there a one-player version for this? I'm trying to read the back of this case. Let's check out the manual. Let's check out the Air Sea Battle manual. I don't know if this will let you play this one game. Oh, okay. So you can still play it. For some reason, player 1 is player 2. And this is what you do. You just move your gun here, which looks rather phallic. And you shoot the various things that fly across. This is the air in the titular air-sea battle. Other games will have you battling things in the sea. Yeah, that's air-sea battle. Let me get into some game selections here. Yeah, okay, let's try that. Fucking everything in this. Fucking Atari balloons and, yeah, eat shit. If you couldn't guess, most Atari games, like... Oh, yeah, this one has guided missiles. This was just all about points, and you can see the points if that player 2 banner wasn't there. Oh, damn it. I think you're only supposed to shoot your color balloon. I think maybe you get a point if you shoot yours and don't get a point if you shoot the other one, or something, vice versa, maybe. Again, I could tell you if that goddamn banner wasn't there. But yeah, that's Air Sea Battle. Well, that's the air part. Let's find a. Damn it. The controls on this, the virtual version of this, is it takes some getting used to. Those are boats. Those are boats in the air. See, those are more boats. Here you go. It's got like sea dragons and shit. Oh, see, now you... Okay, here we go. Yeah. Fucking eat that. God, just imagine these sounds all day, every day. Because, like, even back then, cartridges were 40, 50, 60 bucks, and this is, like, 1980 money. I got my Atari, I want to say 1980. I was 5. What had happened was, over the summer, we went to visit my uncle, who did not work for Atari, but he did work for Sears. Sears had their own branded Atari called the Sears Video Arcade, and he had one in his bar. And so that summer was like, oh my god, Atari, this is amazing. So that Christmas, Santa brought us an Atari. But yeah, games were stupid expensive even back then. Like in 1980 money, $60 is nothing to sneeze at. Also, as the kids say. But yeah, so I mean, it wasn't until the crash, which I'll probably talk about later, where games got stupid cheap and you can just have a collection of like 300 Atari games. Most people had 5 or 6, really. You know, there was no trade-in game stores or anything like that. You went to department stores and you bought a game, and that was it. So like I was saying with 3D Tic-Tac-Toe, sometimes you would just get so sick of a game, you would just be like, here, dude, borrow this. I never want to see this again. And sometimes it would just end up being your game. But yeah, God, imagine these noises. Okay. Let's see. What else is on here? Oh yeah, shooting gallery. With guided missiles. I could be reading the top that explains exactly what these games are. I mean, oh, 1 player. Okay, here we go. Yeah, alright. Okay. Alright, I'm not a total idiot. Just partially an idiot. Hey, stupid fucking duck. You might remember an arcade game called Carnival. Carnival was kind of like this. Not really. That also came out on the Atari, but these collections don't have any licensed games because, of course, they don't. That was a Coleco release. I have no idea who owns that now. Anyway, that's Air Sea Battle plus Shooting Gallery. So we're done with that. Backgammon, never had. I don't understand backgammon. I've never understood backgammon. I could not play a game of backgammon right now with a gun to my head. I couldn't do it. So, why are all these games halfway through? So this is basketball. This was entertaining as shit back in the day. I'm the purple guy. Oop. You can control your shot based on how long you hold the button. Really, to steal, you just kind of get your character's hand over where the ball is. That square thing is the ball. But, you know, suck it one-on-one with Larry Bird and whoever. This game is the shit. Also, I'm terrible at basketball. Also, I don't understand basketball. Yeah. There's no three-point shot because, of course, there's not. Even though I just hit that from half court. You might say I'm a baller. Yeah, you can shoot it under the basket and through the goal. Come here, fucker. Ha! Yeah. We should start one of these Atari 2600 basketball leagues now that there's no basketball. Who's in? Who wants to start a 2600 basketball league with me? We could do that. Let's pause that for just a second, see what's going on in the chat. You cannot dunk. There's no dunking. It's not like one-on-one where you can break the glass. Which that might be the coolest thing in video games. Yeah, breaking the glass in one-on-one and having the maintenance guy come out and yell at you while he sweeps up the glass is pretty dope. But this is pretty dope too. No. Pass to myself. There we go. Oh, we used to play this for hours. Played this for hours. This was a hell of a lot of fun. Zip. Half court. Nope. I'm gonna play a full game of this because they're not that long, and also I love this. I love your little dude's running animation, which is just a leg flailing out. Oops. Get in there. Nope. Okay, yeah. Oop. Ha. This game is still alright. This is okay. I would play this right now for money. I would start a league and I would play this for money. Ah. I don't know. This is just this is so stupid. But it's great. I don't know. This is fine. This is, to me, this is what basketball is. You kids with your NBA 2Ks and whatnot. Go to hell. This is amazing. I don't know what the computer's doing. The computer's just spazzing out in the corner. Ah. Yeah. There you go. so close. Not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. The computer's too good. Oh. And now we just play as colors scroll. Can I play in black and white? Yeah, black and white. So, Atari is so old. How old is it? The Atari is so old. So it didn't know if you were connected to a color television or black and white television. And so it had settings on it so that you could get the right picture quality for your television. Like if you, say, had a black and white television, you can play in black and white. If you had a color television, you could also play in black and white, which, I don't know, is kind of noirish, I guess. So anyway, that's basketball. Hang on one second. I think I forgot to tweet this out. You see, kids, Twitter's a thing that old people use. I don't know. I'm not explaining Twitter. Anyway, let's get some folks in here. Oops. Man, I've forgotten how to type a web address. No quarters net. There. All right. Hey, it's BJ. All my friends are here. So anyway, that's basketball. Basketball's kind of great. Like I said, I would play this right now. I'm not going to play it again. Blackjack. Okay. I had 3 games that Christmas. Well, I'll get to them. But Blackjack was one of the 3. Again, in the middle of a game. Okay. I don't know why I had Blackjack when I was 5 years old. But this is one of the games my uncle had in his bar on his Sears video arcade. And so we had Blackjack. So I was 5 years old playing Blackjack, and I was really good at it for a while, at least the computer version. So anyway, you play this with a paddle controller, and the paddle controller is, it's just a big knob, that had stops on either end of it, and you would just turn it to place your bet. That's really all you do here. You bet, and then you hit the button to make it go through. So I've got 11 here. I believe the rules of Blackjack say I should double down. I believe that is the preferred way to play Blackjack. Am I right? Yeah, it is. I'm awesome. So anyway, you always bet 25. 15 is not a thing to double down on. So I can stay. I can hit. Probably should take a card even though it's going to bust me. Oh, hey. I should go to Vegas with my no money and do this professionally. Ooh. Okay, I can't split them, but obviously. Okay. At the end of every hand, you hear the computer make this shuffle sound. No emulated Atari platform has ever gotten that sound right, and I can't explain it. But if you play this cartridge, the shuffle sound has a very distinctive sound, and no one has been able to emulate it correctly, including this one. This one just it's not right. It's a thing that maybe only 3 people on the planet notice, me being one of them, but man, it drives me nuts that the sound is wrong. Man, I am just the best. I started with $200, so I don't think I'm going to need that Florida unemployment money. I am doing good. Until now, because 13 is a terrible hand to be dealt. How about that noise? That's a fun noise. Explode that noise in your house at like midnight. Let's see. 8. Okay. Man. Okay. I am not going to Vegas. But I can recover. I'm still $50 ahead. I'm good. I'm gonna get some free drinks. Got some tasty beverage right here, actually. So good. Anyway, 14. That's a terrible hand. 16 is also not good because the dealer's gonna have 18. Oh, what the hell? Yeah. So let's just see a little longer how long I can keep above 200. I'll play until I go below 200, and then we'll move on to the next game. 8. 8's. Give me another card, thank you. Shit. All right, here we go. 12 is terrible hand. 16 is not much better. Ooh, okay. All right, continuing on. Shit. Yeah, okay, I'll just go to Biloxi. Okay, 12. Shit. Alright, well, there you go. That's blackjack. It doesn't get any more exciting than that. There's not many variations. Yeah, the little console is cool that comes up. It's a good rendering of an Atari console. Play that in black and white if you want, if you're some sort of 40s detective. But anyway, yeah. I guess they're just save states that when you back out of these games, it... oh, shit. Alright, well, let's play this one for Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay. Fuck everything. Would have lost. They had 16. Okay. That's blackjack. Alright. Back over here to bowling. Bowling, ladies and gentlemen. Which game did I always play? The steerable ball. One player, steerable ball. It's a bit of a cheat, but who gives a shit? So, yeah, here's your bowling dude, and just like bowling, you stand completely still and move up and down the lane, and then fire off your ball. And then that usually happens. You know, that faithful recreation of a sound going down a bowling lane. Yeah. So, starting well. So, okay, bowling, back in the day, my mom was a bowler, and this was the only game we had that she would play. So, if I wanted to play Atari with my mom, we played bowling, and she was pretty good at it. So that's my sweet, touching story about bowling. I used to be better at it. I used to remember how to control this properly. I would never get splits like that, that's for sure. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you can play it so that obviously the ball is not controllable like it is there. You can play it to where it has a curve, to where you start it on its path and it just keeps curving. There we go. All right. Yeah, getting better. Do you guys miss bowling? Do you guys miss being able to go out and bowl some balls? I don't. I had the ability to do that for years and years and never did, and I don't miss it. But I'm sorry if you do. Hopefully one day it'll be safe for you to bowl again. As you can see, I'm getting much better at this. Seriously, I played this so much back in the day, I knew exactly where to hit it to get, like, almost a strike every time. As of now, like, the minimal muscle memory is coming back to me to where I can figure out how to steer it. Just barely. But I mean, we would keep score on pieces of paper. Not like keep score, but like note our scores. Because the game keeps score for you. Ah. The 10th frame. You know what that means, right? Aha! There we go. Yeah. And very realistically, like a bowler, when you get a strike, you jump up and down and turn multiple colors. Whoa. That was terrible. So there you go. 137. It's not bad. That's probably what I would bowl. That's probably better than I would actually bowl right now if I went out into the pandemic. But I'm not going to. Whoops. Canyon Bomber. So, okay. Atari got a lot of use out of the same assets, you might say. So this is a lot of the same stuff from Air Sea Battle. Except now what you're doing is it's like reverse breakout. And it's noisy as shit. And yeah, you're just bombing these colors, and you get points for how far down you get. And that's what you do. The scoring system is, you know, I mean, it's like, okay, sure, I just got 36 points. But yeah, how do you like those sounds? Pretty good, huh? I don't know which plane I am. Which one am I? Okay, I am the yellowish. Whoa. I did not do that. Okay, maybe not 100% Atari perfect emulation here. I'm not quite sure why the game rebooted itself like that, but yep. You can do this, which scores no points. That's fun. Hopefully all of you with dogs right now, those dogs are losing their minds at this horrific sound. Oh my god. Okay, it must just end and immediately go back to that. So, anyway, I'm tired of hearing that. I was never a big fan of Canyon Bomber. Let's see. Centipede. Okay, so here's a licensed game. Yeah, it's almost Centipede. I mean, by definition, it's Centipede. God, these noises. Keep in mind, I had all these games and would play them non-stop, full blast, and never had a problem. But man, listening to this today, good lord. Like, if this is not in a room with 80 other machines all doing the same type thing, forget it. Like, this is the most annoying sound in the world. So yeah, those rectangles are supposed to be mushrooms. They do not have the capability of showing them degrade as you shoot them, so you just shoot them 3 or 4 times and then they disappear. Flee! Anyway, I had Centipede. I played the shit out of Centipede. Didn't care that it looked like this. It was Centipede at home, but obviously by comparison, it sucks. Okay, Circus Atari. Man, did I love me some Circus Atari, but here's the problem with this version of Circus Atari. Circus Atari used the paddle controller, and you would use the paddle to very specifically move your dude back and forth here. So now what you have to do is use the thumbstick on your controller to kind of swing it in a U shape. And this is not precise. This is terrible. And you're going to see what's going to happen is, yeah, there's no finesse of this. It is just, you cannot, like, you could not play competitive Circus Atari today. Like, not like this. Obviously, if you've ever been to a circus, there is a part of the show where 2 people come out on a seesaw and just start smacking rows of balloons. I don't think that's true, but yeah, you just hit these trampolines and sometimes they die. Just like the circus. Man, what an awesome game. And I mean that. I mean, like, if I had paddle controllers, I would play this for hours. But I don't, and I can't. But what I'm gonna play it just a couple more times to see if I can get this going here. Get up there. You can't do it. This game is literally broken without paddle controllers. You see? You can't. The problem is hitting the balloons, because the velocity changes and then you can't prepare. At least not with this goddamn joystick. So yeah, I wish I could show you a masterclass in Circus Atari, but I can't. Maybe one day I'll bust out an Atari and figure out how to hook that up and then just fucking own these fools in Circus Atari for 8 hours at a time. But yeah, you can't play it like this. It's I'm sad to say, because I would play this forever if I could. Okay, Combat. Combat is the game that came with most people's Atari. This was the pack-in. And Combat is awesome. Combat rules. The only problem is that Combat is a 2-player game. And so so let's see. Let's find Invisible Tank. Pong, any shot kills, easy maze, open play field. Nope. Lost it. Alright. So okay. This is what we would play all the time. Your tanks are invisible. They only become visible when you shoot. The bullets bounce off everything. So now there's not gonna be a player 2 here. So I'm just. Okay, my bullets are not bouncing off. What the fuck? What's this one? There we go. All right. This was the golden eye of our time. This was what you played all the time. This was awesome. Because like what you would end up having is that one person would move around all the time and shoot constantly. The other person would just move around and never shoot, and you would never know where they were. And then they would just somehow know enough to sneak up behind you and murder you. I also feel like I've hit this dude like 8 times. There we go. Alright. But yeah, like this was the competitive game. Like you would play match after match after match of this, and it was awesome. There's all these different variations, like visible tanks and, you know, multiple shot, and there's nine different ways you mix this up. But for my money, you get invisible tanks, you get ping pong shots, and it's great. This is a good time. It's not a good time when you're just playing against nobody. There we go. Whoa! What the? So anyway, that's combat. Let's show the other awesome part of combat, which is planes. Yeah, so you would have a fleet of planes versus one giant plane, and you just steer your big dumb plane like this. And yeah, this is all just keeping score. But man, this was like when you were really good at this and you were playing against someone who wasn't, and you could just completely own them over and over and over again. It would be hilarious. Like, I don't condone bullying, but like this, I get it. just for like okay, it was like, okay, now I schooled you, now it's time to teach you how to play Atari games. But like the first time you would just come in and just be like, okay, noob, sit down, I'm gonna fucking own you in combat. It was hilarious. Anyway, look, man, we didn't have a lot to do in the 80s. Combat's awesome. They made a Combat 2, kind of. Not going to talk about that yet. Desert Falcon is better on the Atari 7800. Not going to talk about that yet. Dodge 'em. Alright. Whoops. This interface, I swear, it sucks. Alright. Dodge 'em is, air quotes, based on a Sega arcade game, which the name of I have forgotten. But yeah, this was a tribute game to that. But yeah, this just another game that we had. I am the yellowish car, and your job is to go around the maze and eat the dots, and not smash into the other guy. The other guy, who is not eating dots, he's just there to try and murder you. Yeah. So you change lanes, try to get around all the lanes. There you go. Again, this is another game I could play for hours. I knew the patterns. I've since forgotten them. used to know exactly how to do this. Okay. I know exactly what to do here. Nope. Nope, I gotta let off the gas. Alright. Let me figure this out. Haha. Nope, fucked it up. Yeah! Suck it, dodge him. But yeah, I used to be able to do that forever. Let's dodge him. There's not really a lot to it. There's a two-player mode where you go... I think there's two-player, like, alternating. And then, yeah, there's player versus player. Dodge him was fun. I had a good time playing dodge him. Let's see. Fatal Run, not a game I had. Football. Okay. You will have seen people on the internet playing football and laughing their asses off at how stupid this is. It is, but this was also late 70s video games. There's not really a lot I can do because football is only a two-player game. I would need a second controller to be plugged in to even get it to run. But, yeah, you can look at that and realize that it's kind of dumb. It was cool at the time. It was really cool at the time. Yeah. That's a good 45 minutes. I think I'll stop there. That was an entire first page of Atari games. Yeah. So there were some stories. Played some Atari and told some stories, and we had a laugh. So anyway, I'll do more of these. There are lots more of these collections. Yeah. I know that no one's watching this, but it entertained me. It killed an hour of my day, so I'm thankful for that. Anyway, there's some better games coming. There's some really great games that I can't wait to get to. I don't know if they're in this volume or not, but I've got all three. And if you play video games on the Switch, they somehow managed to release all three volumes as one. So these games are out there. You can play them anywhere. You can play them legally if you want. This collection's okay. There was an Atari collection on the original Xbox that I think was called Atari Anthology. That was a great collection. For some reason, that was just an amazing collection of the games, and they were packaged well, and they had cool stuff, and that Xbox game was really great. The ones that have come out since, not my favorites. I wish they just gave you more stuff. I wish, the commercials were in here. I wish the ads were in here. I wish that there was just more museum stuff in here. But what can you do? These are all pretty cheap, and Atari as a company is not really a thing anymore. So, especially now that they're trying to get you to do cryptocurrency bullshit. But that's a rant for another day. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.